Okay. And basically everyone's going to file into the vehicle, and I'm guessing weapons at the ready. But I'm not sure if it's... Oh, what?
I'm crawling in the trunk.
You're going in the trunk?
I'm going to stay in the trunk. I don't want to... It's scary up there.
Okay, Grace is no longer in the trunk. Tyrion is getting in the trunk. Okay. Now, before we technically take off, is anyone going to notify the team exactly what this plan involves? I think Krios and Alexander kind of figured, we're going to fly through that stained glass window. I don't know if they quite explain that to the rest of the team and the potential for, death that is involved with that, not just from anti-air, but also crashing a high-speed vehicle into a building.
As we discussed the plan out of character, I assumed it was discussed in character as well.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to ask, for the official stance here, how are you going to swing it to the rest of the party?
Do you have a better idea?
I assumed Ariane was participating in this discussion.
Yeah, it's going to be simple like this. We don't have enough time, and every other way up there is going to take too long before they start shelling this place. The Vidar is currently engaged with the opposition, and we have to quickly extract him and get the hell out of here before they start to bombard this tower. Quickest way up there is if we take that impounded vehicle, fly it up to that room, and find a way to get in there, even though there's no landing pad up there. According to Krios, there's a massive stained glass window we can try to crash through and land this car to quickly get to Vidar. If anybody has any better ideas, please voice them.
Let's go.
Okay. Nobody's voicing anything, it seems. So, yeah. People are going to file into the car. Krios, give me your co-piloting role, and Alexandra, let me just double-check your character sheet here. Are you pilot?
I can pilot everything but whatever this is probably classified as. I don't think this counts as spacecraft or military craft.
Okay, Krios, you still technically have 1 state point left. Alexander, you still have 1 state point left. Spacecraft, military craft, jump pack. Yeah, it's that same sort of situation as last time where you are a talented pilot, so I'm going to say you can default on your role. And I'm not sure how badly Krios, because before you roll a Bobob, Krios has to make his decision on whether he's saving or not.
Well, is this a degree of failure, degree of success?
With the Mind Impulse unit for something you've only just slotted into for the first time, you're looking at failure, presently, by a couple of degrees.
I guess I'll have to fight then. Oh, well, okay.
The car is now your bitch.
I don't think you need to roll, Barbara. I think I got this.
All of a sudden, the hover car is purring.
So, Bobob, let's go ahead and you give me that roll for just how much you guys are going to synergize. So a 40, given your bonuses and your agility score. We're good. Krios, you're out of fate now. Alexander, you're still on your last fate point. Rod and me. Oh, okay. Now, as you guys are out and about flying, who's going to roll an awareness test to look out the window? Kieran, you're obviously exempt.
Yes, finally, a good roll. That's like 5 or 6 degrees of success.
And Shelby or not to Shelby?
Okay.
There she is.
Okay, everybody. We're going to be flying into a zone. It's going to be full of danger, so everybody be prepared.
Shelby, are you going to roll awareness?
Now I have to play that music.
Because this isn't a car, it's a flying contraption. She's in the smuggler's compartment. But an 18, it means that it will be Ariane and Shelby who will be able to observe the fact that the battle seems to be going in the favor of the PDF. There doesn't appear to be any other damaged PDF Imperial Guard vehicles, and there are smoking wreckages of several of the trader vehicles, and the demolishers are surrounding the tower presently.
Well, that's good.
We don't have any demolishers.
Sorry, not demolishers. Sorry, Medusas?
Yes.
Medusas. Yes, the Medusas are surrounding the tower. I believe it was 6 Medusas? Yes, 6 Medusas. All Medusas are still functional. Huzzah! And it's only going to be a brief look out the window as you guys do that, as you do your quick ascent, but there are still some enemy anti-air.
Are we really going to be that big of a big deal for them considering what's going on down there?
They don't even notice you.
That's lucky.
So, if, well, I'm going to have to say, how deep did you want to penetrate with your vehicle? Did you want to go through the great big wooden doors, or just lodge yourself into the meeting room?
I think it was just try to just land it around right here, because I couldn't tell whether these were pillars or fountains.
Seconded.
Yeah. So I think just because taking it that far into the tower will make it that much harder to escape back out, we're just going to land on this business table.
So you're attempting to do a controlled landing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have the element of surprise, but I don't think any of you are going to be, well, we have Vern. Is anyone going to attempt to leap out of the vehicle before it lands?
Please.
Good question.
Frosty, are you unable to speak?
Why would we leap out before it lands?
Because some of you are Vern.
That and to secure the landing zone in case somebody busts in as we're trying to land it.
Okay, interesting. All right. So without further ado, there will be the initial collision with the big lead stained glass, and for that I will need a Bobob. Please roll for me 2d10.
D10?
Yep.
Okay.
And you'll want to actually have them separate, so one of them is yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Because technically a righteous fury could result here.
Righteous fury. Constant. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Bobo, I swear to God.
I still have, can I re-roll damage rolls?
Okay. You can't re-roll the damage roll, but you may get a non-righteous 10 by spending a fate point.
I'll do that, because I don't want to risk... This is the only way out now. I don't want to try to damage the car.
Okay, so Alexandra, you are now at 0 fate.
Yeah.
And by the grace of the Emperor, you are able to coax enough force into your collision with the heavy leaden stained glass window to breach it with, enough velocity that the car basically comes in like a missile, and you slam on the reverse before colliding with the other wall. There will be basically the time it takes for you to land is the time it takes them to recover from the shock of having this vehicle smash into the building. So I'm just going to quickly move the key people who will have to be in the places that they're in. The rest of you get to basically decide whereabouts in the vehicle you want it to be. So, Ariane, you were hovering over the shoulders of Alexandra and Krios?
Yes.
So you weren't strapped into a seat?
If there are seats, then I would strap into them, actually.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm that. You guys are colliding into a building. There are chairs and seatbelts. Is anyone opting not to use their chair and seatbelt?
Apparently Haley jumped out while we were still outside.
Yeah, I don't know why Jill has it. There she goes. Okay. But yes, no one is declaring that they were not in a seat.
Well, are I technically not in a seat?
Yeah, you're going to have to roll a acrobatics, Tyrion. Would anyone have the courtesy to warn Tyrion the moment before impact? So like you can see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll say brace for impact to the group.
Okay. Thank you, Krios. So yes, Tyrion, you get your chance for your acrobatics.
Oh,
and let me see.
That might actually pass. Barely. Oh, I don't know if I'm talented in acrobatics.
You're not talented, but you do have enough training that with the warning, you will not be sustaining any damage or, being stunned or anything, but you're not going to be able to immediately pop out surprise.
More of a surprise if I don't pop out right away.
Yes. The fact of the matter is, though, that basically for their first round, they are going to be shell-shocked, and for your first round, you're going to be getting out of your seats and or smuggler's compartment. So let's roll initiatives.
What's my initiative again?
Oh, sorry. I guess I should have made them visible.
D10.
Oh,
Holy crap.
There's a lot of them.
D10 plus...
I rolled more than a 6. Yeah.
I'm taking a nap.
D plus 2.
Got a natural one. Oh, dear.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I should add all of you and a couple of them to the initiatives. And remember, you can go ahead and modify your initiatives. Just right-click on it and say... Now, let's see, if I toggle everyone's hold, will that cause the numbers to show up on the left side? No, that's good enough. Except for Vern. God damn it, Vern. Your name is so long. Why did I even call you that? I'm going to fix that. You're armed and armored. Whatever. I know you are. You're Vern. When are you ever not?
Not even when he sleeps.
I think me and Ariane have the longest actual names and all tokens.
Out of the PCs, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, not everyone is smart enough to pick short one-syllable names. Or two-syllable names.
Well, excuse me for wanting to choose a grandiose name with a grandiose last name.
Excuse me for wanting to actually, like, have a first name and last name.
Oh, I have one. None of you know it. That's why it's not on her token.
I'm just going to say, I named Krios, and then a few months later, Forge World came out with Krios Mechanicum Battle Tanks.
Nice.
So,
Spelled slightly differently.
so technically, right now, we're going through the process of how those tanks get named.
Well, unfortunately, it's Mechanicum, so they were around before Krios, but in the real world, my guy came fucking first.
It's all game. We can say exactly when this takes place. This takes place before those tanks came out.
Well, before the Horus Heresy.
Well, it's the warp. It's possible.
The hell is Grace? Oh, there she is. Like, and then baddies. So, guards and Sarge. And Sarge. I think it's a little slower, isn't it? Yep. Okay. So, Italia, City Initiative 9. The Grace. Holy shit, Grace is like raring to go. Like, gotta get in there. Gotta fix this. The guards are, well, they're shell shocked. Well, holy fuck, that's a car. That car just flew in here. Weren't we supposed to be going downstairs to go handle the insurgents? And the sergeants are like, these are the insurgents, assholes. Get in. Haley, you did not set your initiative. I shall set your initiative for you at -5.
Come on. Set. Fuck. There it goes.
And sort. So we shall start. Whoops. What the? No, that's not whose turn it is. Get in order. There we go. Let's see. Willpower for Grace to see if she's going to wait for orders, if she's going to go out guns blazing. She's going to wait for orders. She's a good soldier. Kieran.
The question is Tyrion a good soldier?
No. Kieran is not.
Karen's plan, and she's going to quietly tell you all of this, is to, I'm trapped in the trunk.
You will have the capacity to get out of the smuggler's compartment from the inside.
Okay, I was going to say, first she's going to look for that capacity, and second, she's going to tell you that her plan is to not immediately make her presence known.
Okay, so Tyrion is basically readying an action to pop out when you declare you're popping out.
Yep. It'll be a couple rounds.
Shelby.
Daisy.
Hope out of car? Well, yes, you will need plenty of hope. Make a bunny, yes, I know. So that was a half move.
Too bad BT's not running the Heralds of Hope game anymore. Or the Heralds of Hops, maybe.
Yes, those are all bunnies now. Thank you. Charge? Oh, doing invocation. Oh, a failure for one. Well, you do have fate remaining, I believe. But, well, actually, free Sinisian's roll for the Psyker.
There's an enemy Psyker.
Sorry, what?
There's an enemy Psyker.
there is an enemy psyker, actually, in what's this general direction. Well, not necessarily an enemy psyker. There is a psychic signature in that direction. In that direction as well, but above it is also that awful thing you sensed. And above you in this direction is that even worse awful thing. Okay, well, considering you got a 31, I'm going to say you had enough pre-warning to determine your course of action. Okay. And the sergeants are going to command their troops rather effectively. And being, six they are, running for cover. This guy had the unfortunate problem that the door he attempted to seek cover within is locked, and so he just bumped into the door.
Just picturing it like he ran into a glass door.
I've done that before.
Now that you said that, I have an image of him running into a screen door.
Runs into the door and just falls over backwards.
He didn't quite fall over, but he did bump into the door awkwardly. Vern. Frosty? Are you talking, Frosty? If you are, we cannot hear you. Substitute is typing. Your parents not left yet? I was asking Vern if Frosty, if he can't verbally communicate. Okay. Well, who are you shooting at? What mode of fire are you using? You need a little bit more information. You got your full auto, obviously, and you also have your suppressive fire. If you do full auto, you can also say wide burst or narrow burst. Yeah, you definitely see those guys. Actually, I'm terribly sorry. You won't actually be able to do the shooting just yet because your gun does need to rev up, and you are using a half action to get out of the vehicle. So I'm very sorry, but yeah, your initial, sorry, yes, you are still presently slotted in.
Well, I will unslot. Unless the vehicle has any weapons, which I'm not aware of.
No, it does not have any weapons because you rolled a 1. You knew the inside and outside of this vehicle. It is a mobile sports car that happens to have a smuggling compartment.
I know this car biblically, or in the biblical sense. Right, then I will unplug, ready my lance cannon, and I'm assuming that's too many actions for me to shoot its turn, so I will just get ready to leave.
Okay, and remember, you're not going to be able to move too fast. And I don't know if you want to shoot out through the front windshield.
Oh, no, I thought about that. I don't want to do that because that's attracting fire to our potential exit strategy.
Yes, that's the other thing. I'm kind of wondering about your present strategy is you guys are in the vehicle you hope to leave in. These guys all have guns.
Yes. I will also say to the group, don't use the car as a bunker. We need this thing in one piece.
Alexandra. I'm going to have to say we're going to only go for another half hour, folks. I know it's going to suck pausing in the middle of a combat, but I want us, when the shoe drops, I want us all to be relatively fresh and ready for it.
Okay, curiosity. Is Vern's door open? So you actually physically walked out, right? Just to make sure that...
Vern's door is open. And I say these are DeLorean-style wing doors.
I can't make it out of the car.
You could run, you could sprint and risk, fatigue.
I'm just gonna have to see. Okay. Well, I can make it out of there for the run. Get behind this table. Just get out and just dive behind the table.
Yeah, the table presently is flat in the middle and sticking up at either end. It's not going to provide the best of cover.
Okay, then just look across the room then if that's able to do that. I can do that with the run.
Yeah. Are you going to try and push that door open with your run, basically do a charge attack on the door, or just go into the door's outclose?
I probably would have seen what happened to the last guy who tried to run in a closed door. So I'll just hang out at this corner. This is a door frame.
Yeah, that's right there is good.
Okay. I have no time to draw my weapon yet, so that's be my turn there.
Talia will also run. Ariane?
Yes. What cover can I duck to that's outside of the vehicle?
Not a hell of a lot. There's the two door alcoves that Alexandra and Talia are presently camping in, but you could attempt to join either one of them and kick their door in for them. At the moment, both of those doors are closed, and they're rather ornate and heavy-looking doors.
What about the table?
The table, as I said, is presently not going to provide a lot of cover. It is basically crushed flat in the middle with the other end sticking up like awkward wings.
Okay. Ariane then will, how far can I?
With the run, you can get quite a distance.
Yes. 80.
Okay, are you charging attack on the door or just going to the alcove?
Yeah, sure. Let's charge an attack on the door. I'll try to shoulder it open.
Okay, give me your weapon skill test just to see if you're going to hit the right part of the door.
Oh my god. I'm gonna face that actually.
Okay.
Because not dying before next session is probably a good thing, and cover is necessary for that. That's much better.
Okay, and now also give me 2d10, separate 1d10 plus 1d10, because it is a helpless target. And of course, plus your strength bonus of 2.
Please roll better than the 3 I did.
Oh, I forgot that strength bonus to it.
That's fine. 15 is definitely going to knock that door open. And this room is basically going to be a little garden, basically, with glass windows, greenhouse sort of style. However, all the plant life in here is quite dead and rotten and nasty.
At least there were no enemies in it.
At least no humanoid enemies.
Or plants. You know what that means? Vines, which are essentially tentacles.
Ouch.
Okay. Anyone want to just give this room a once-over with a flamethrower?
Well, Alexandra's got her flamethrower she will have her flamethrower at the ready shortly. And Ariane, how deeply into the room do you want to continue? Up to 6 more meters.
Ariane is just going to hide behind the door.
Okay.
You set the covers.
Haley.
Hmm.
Why weren't you thinking earlier?
Just picking what my plan is. I had a couple. Let's do a simple one. I move there and huck a grenade.
You staying in the car, even though Krios commanded, don't use it as a bunker?
Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go.
Actually, you know, yeah. As you're going, Grace is going with you because technically I readied an action for her. And Krios did say, don't use the car as a bunker. So, does Haley look like she's about to try charging the door?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, then Grace will kick it in with you. And so charge roll for Grace. Oh, God. Grace is not a fated character. Was that a fate point, Haley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Haley, you used your first fate point tonight. Okay, your weapon skill, even with the bonus, is you both bump your shoulder on the heavy door.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Guardsmen received their order. They will obey their order. Crap. Get the door open. Get the door open. What the fuck? Grace's turn again with the door. There you go. And her strength. That'll do the trick. And bust it open to uncover a basically a private office with another door off to the side. Big fat door. And Grace, however, will not be moving inside the room just yet. She doesn't have any points, essentially. And I'm just trying to make the desk the mahogany. Mahogany. From Melchior 7, where the trees are 100 feet tall and breathe fire!
Mahogany.
I'm guessing Fudgy's the only one who got the reference.
It appears no one else cares. And
I'm sorry. Okay. But yes, that room is now open for those who need it. Kieran.
She's still gonna hold tight.
Okay. Cowardly assassin. I mean, what? Sorry. Shelby. Yes, Talia just went towards the direction you suggested they were psychers. Okay. You're not running into the room. The door is open now. Okay. And as you guys enter a room, feel free to do an awareness for free, just in case you want you know just what else is there. Okay, Shelby, you're not going to re-roll that, or yes, you are? Okay. Ariane, your awareness, there is plenty of windows here letting light in, although the grime and the filth of these decayed, blackened plants has caused some kind of grit to form over the windows for the most part. You can guess that there would probably be an awful smell in here. Thankfully, you still have your gas mask. You did get a gas mask earlier, right?
I have always
Yes,
had a gas mask.
Yeah, you definitely have a gas mask. Okay. For the most part, this garden probably was pretty back in the day. There is a statue in here that has been desecrated. It was probably some kind of imperial saint originally, but now it's just been smashed and scratched and debased, so you can't determine who it was of.
Oh, fair enough. And I don't see any plant things trying to murder me yet.
No vines are trying to murder you yet.
Yes.
I guess that's
Murder.
us.
Anime style. I mean, what? Okay, so the sergeant with his soldiers, he gets, pulls one over. They all start kicking at the door. It's not budging. Third, I'm going to say you have line of sight on them through the windshield of the car. So you see they're all huddled around this door, not necessarily panicked, but they do seem distraught. And give me an awareness roll as you advance. Okay. Well, not quite dead yet, but you got your gun revving and pointed at them. So on next turn, I'm going to say you're going to be able to do storm rules for your shots. You will shoot out 20 bullets at them on your next turn. And just so that you as a player don't have to feel concerned, there's not a hell of a lot of chance they're going to get through that door just because we think nudge, nudge. But there's other things you might want to concern yourself with considering you failed your awareness roll. Oh, you're going to stop revving your gun? Oh, no, you're just going to keep moving. Okay. And is that, or was there something else you wanted? Ah, right. Okay. Krios. As candidates ready, disconnected from car.
That is one sexy ass target. So I'm going to pop out of the car and straight away shoot.
Okay.
So I'm not aiming. I'm aiming for the sergeant.
So
and I'm
through a couple of guys.
Oh, hell yes, through a couple of guys. Listen, Henry, take those two tanks.
Zoink.
You know what? Let's roll with it. Well, I haven't got any fit anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't exactly have a choice in the matter, do you? Hi. So at this range, Krios with your ballistics and your custom upgrades, it is a miss.
Yeah, man.
It didn't take enough time to really line up the shot, But you did put a 5-centimeter hole in the door for him.
Way to go, Krios.
It's a very hot hole. If one of them fills, it's 5 centimeters. What are they going to put through there? They're fucking cocks.
Well, they might put a fist through it if they're feeling, up for it. But
It's 5 centimeters, and it's very, very hot.
But Krios, you have 1 charge remaining in your last cannon.
Wait, what?
Well, did you switch out to another charge pack?
I definitely should have said, but before we were going up, reloading was definitely on my mind.
Okay.
But as I'll let you decide whether or not I am allowed to do that.
Give me a ballistics intelligence roll, basically, for Krios. So, do you have any bonuses to logic? No, you don't. So it's going to be 38 as your DC. Okay. You are tender loving care enough for your gun that sanctified charge pack out, sanctified charge pack in. There you go. I switched it around for you. Do-si-do. 4 charges left in your present charge pack.
I get 4 shots a pack.
5 shots a pack.
Oh, 5.
You gotta remember, this thing's a fucking brute.
Oh, no.
Most class weapons have like 30. And yes,
don't get me wrong.
The reload time on your Henry is, let me just double check that, 2 full rounds.
2 full rounds of awesome.
No, of course, that's actually quite a bit faster than some of the other heavy weapons. That's really quite fast for a heavy weapon.
It's because unlike an assault cannon, there's no ammo feed. There's no.
Oh, fuck! You have rapid reload too.
You can't see it.
So it's 1 round for you. 1 round. You pop up the old charge, slap in a new one.
Again, you can't see it, but I'm grinning.
Yeah, I figured. I can hear your grin, Alexandra.
Okay. I can't get into range of those things without getting exposed and threatening fire on the cars. I'm just gonna go this way. Stop right there. Well, getting the flame already. Okay, so awareness.
Do you have quick draw, Alexandra?
I think I do. Let me check.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, your awareness roll, please.
That's a failure.
Yes, indeed. Did you want to fate that?
I have no more fate.
You're out of fate. Of course you are. Okay. So Talia moves in with Shelby and asks Shelby, so that direction, and she points over here. Okay. She's basically going to run right up to the door and crouch beside it. Ariane.
Yes. So Ariane's going to take a pot shot at, which one was it? The sergeant, I think. So she's going to take
You're using the Carnodon, I'm assuming?
Yes. The range in the Carnodon is 35 meters, so it is within the range increment with that penalty.
Okay. However, I don't have quick draw on your sheet.
Well, can I draw it, take a 5-foot step, and then shoot?
You don't have to move. You do have line of sight.
Okay.
But you won't be able to aim, so it's going to be a pot shot, basically.
Well, okay.
Or you could spend this time aiming, so on your next turn you could have a full aim ready to go.
Actually, that's a good idea. Okay. Aiming at the sergeant.
Putting in your GM name full aim. Hi. Haley.
All right. First plan again.
Door
Grenade. Right there.
Which form of grenade?
Frag, because I don't think the crack has very high explosion radius, does it?
Cracks are made for punching through armor.
Yeah. Frag out.
Okay, and you see the distance there. That is medium range. This seems reminiscent of that time you were in that shuttle when it docked at the towering Omega. But that was a state point, so you're down to 1. And, we're 55. No. We haven't confirmed in a while. Sorry, what was the points of impact you were hoping for?
Right in front of this bastard.
Dead center. Yep. Okay. And now, rules as written, we're supposed to roll damage for each one individually. Fuck that noise. I'm going to ask you to roll 3 sets of damage. It's basically going to divvy up the 3 at the door, the next 3, and then the 2 at the southmost.
Okay.
And so it's 1d10 plus 1d10. And Mighty Shot does not count for a lobbed grenade.
And 3. I suck with grenades.
You're not 100% sure if that was like a flashbang grenade or not, because you guys seem nonplussed.
I move into the room. Useless thing.
And, well, Krios, Vern, Alexandra.
Yes.
We're about to have some return fire against you 3.
Yes, I was hoping to at least kill one of them before they realised, fuck, that's a las cannon.
Now, it's basically groups attacking each of you, so I'm just doing 1 roll for each of them. The degrees of success will increase the amount of damage inflicted to you. Your degrees of success on dodging will reduce the number of hits on you.
Okay.
So, yeah. Well, that just... Well, okay, they aim. They're in range. That's still miss. And, well, it's Alexandra, then, who feels the wrath.
Well, this is what I get for losing faith. Okay, D100 for the dodge.
What do I get for losing my faith? Motherfucking las cannon. There is justice.
Okay, bravo. That'll be enough to dodge all of their shots as you're basically just lurching down and over, just making yourself a moving target. And Emperor be praised, none of the bullets impact on you, your suit, or your gear.
That is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And Grace will move. Well, you know what? Yeah, Grace will move to cover and state which battle strategy or tactics are in the battlefield, strategies in the war room. Is that correct?
Yeah, strategy sounds like a large thing. Tactics sound like a small thing.
Okay, then Grace is asking whoever is listening, what's the tactical plan here? Kieran.
In theory, is it possible for me to sneak out of this compartment?
Absolutely. It is a smuggler's compartment.
Do I need to roll something to figure out if I'm intelligent enough to know how to do it?
Just roll your concealment.
Okay. Not a D0. That won't be good. For sake!
Well, with your stealth suit and the fact that people are distracted presently, your odds are fairly good for success. And after all, your stealth suit and your training alone give you a concealment roll of 93.
Oh, okay. Well then.
So, are you going to move, stay in your present position? What's your plan?
I'm going to roll a move silent just in case. Oh, wait. Do I need to roll a move silent? Is it
You can if you critically fail, like I'll say you bump into a vase or something that's somehow managed to survive the collision of the ship, the car. But
is it
you have to get a critical. What?
Is it Vern revving his minigun?
Yes, there's a lot of noise. So I'm saying if you do a critical fail, you'll make some noise, might call attention to you, but chances are good you're going to remain fairly stealthy.
Oh no, that's 77, but I'm not going to fade it. I'm going to attempt
I'm not going to
I'm not going to
Nurgle. Not Nurgle.
Thank God. Now I'm going to move. I assume I have to go out, like...
No. You basically drop out of the bottom, and there's enough space for you to move in any direction except through the engines or through the vehicle compartment.
You don't... And I assume I can only move, like, my full move?
Nope, you can run.
Oh.
If you have sprint, you can sprint. I don't know if he gave you sprint.
I do have sprint. And I'm
There
going
you
to magically appear in this room.
You're disabling your stealth field in there?
Not right away.
Okay.
But I heard Krios tell me, get away from the car, even though he's still standing by it.
Yeah, he's the closest one to it. That amuses me.
As I do.
Exactly. Shelby moves up next to Talia, okay? And location, okie doke. That will be a success, especially since you got away from Haley. Yeah, go figure that. Yes, indeed. The traitor sergeants. Just kind of wondering about you people sometimes. What the hell? I guess. Well, they're not a faded character, but I should still roll. I mean, yeah, okay. So, Nadia, let's make this cute. Should keep this with glee? Yes or no? Yes. Yes.
Oh dear.
Seriously, he had so much fun with us.
This isn't you. This is the sergeant trying to kick down the door. And
but I feel
Lynch is the enemy of Nurgle. Lynch and Nurgle are, oil and, usually it's oil and water, but in this case it's oil and whatever the fuck wants to hate oil at the moment because Lynch is random like that.
Pastel.
Pastel inks and whatnot, or not ink, sorry, chalk. But, yes, actually, it's going to be very awkward as the traitor sergeant lifts up his right leg, bounces on his left, and is about to full force kick the door when it just opens up, he falls in, and it closes again.
I guess that invalidates my aim action, so...
Well,
him.
Oops, he's not visible to players. What am I doing? Ariane has pure faith, so yeah, she's fine. And you know what? I'm going to say you can transfer your aim to somebody else without penalty in this case, because they're all so close together anyway.
Cool.
Hey, Vern. Blada, 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 blada. So, wide shot, trying to hit as many as you want, okay? Not suppressive fire, you're not trying to panic them, you're just literally trying to kill them. Just by random happenstance, my cursor is presently on 1188. Just I saw the double numbers. I'm like, who rolled those? Oh wait. All right. So wide area burst, full auto, storm. It's 20 bullets spitting out of your gun. What's your roll? Oh, that's the kind of thing we want to see from Vern. Okay. Vern is doing his job. He's doing it right. They have a penalty to dodge, and yeah, there's no way in hell they're getting away from this. And now, did he really get that many degrees? He did get that many degrees. Okay. Vern, 6 times, I'd like for you to roll the following. 12 times, because it's storm. My mistake. 12 times, please roll 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 7. Do you have Mighty Shot? You do have Mighty Shot. Yeah, so 4d10 separated. We discard the lowest number plus 7. Then you're doing that a total of 12 times. And I'm subtracting 20 bullets from this fucking assault cannon. Just a whole 10% of his ammo reserves. Oh, we have a potential righteous already.
Oh my god. Everyone's dying. GG.
Do you remember we subtract the lowest number from each of these rolls?
Still, we have to take into account all that's there right now is just going to be this red mist outline on the wall. So it's a bunch of holes.
Anything that survives gets a Henry.
Do you remember you're fighting? I thought you were going to hand them Henry, and then I'm like, oh no, Krios wouldn't do that. Krios would shoot Henry at them. Right.
Fuck. A Henry shooting Henry. Fuck.
Oh, we lost Vern? Damn it.
Multiple Henrys. I've linked Henry.
Are you gonna have to change your pants now, Fungi?
Fungi, no answer, or is the call dropped?
Sorry. I muted. I said no. Every time I shoot Henry, I've got to change my pants. I mean, reloading is more of like a cleanup operation really than more ammo.
Okay, so far the lowest has been 20. I don't know if I should bother having them roll the rest, other than I wanted to see how many righteous spheres he'd get. And see here. The highest so far has been 33. Those are what I got. Well, Frosty was already disconnected from reality. He's not exactly sane. Come on, back, Frosty. Come on. Oh.
I still question how Vern has an assault cannon.
How did he get it, you mean? Or how's he carrying it?
Both.
Okay. The story of how he got it is he was the interrogator's favorite puppy, and the interrogator gave him a present before he kind of fell from grace in the interrogator's eyes. The reason he can carry it and fire it while just walking is a little more sordid, and we'll hopefully resolve that before the end of this mission, not to spoil too many things, but I think I've been dropping enough hints for the past, 7 months that most of you have figured it out, I'm guessing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, all I'm saying is that these are weapons that are exclusively wielded by Space Marines, either on a tank, in a dreadnought, or in Terminator armor.
To be fair, this is human-sized assault cannon, not a Stardy-sized assault cannon. This is a minigun for all intents and purposes.
Okay. That makes me feel a lot better about it.
It's not a Vulcan cannon.
I don't know. The only thing called a Vulcan is a Mega Bolter. That's a Titan weapon.
Well, I meant real-life Vulcan cannon.
I don't fucking know what it is. Oh, you mean the GAU 8?
Yes, it's a little smaller than the GAU 8, but it's up there.
Yeah. Just calling it an assault cannon had my brain very confused. I don't mind the tabletop games being a little bit lore breaky, because you're gonna have to make the game fun.
Frosty, are you back?
He just sent a message. The wrong chat, but he's back.
Frosty, the snowman was very snowy man. I don't know. So you got up to 9 before you disconnected. If you can hear me, I don't know. Hopefully get back into map tool and send a message there. Or send a message in this window. You can hear me. Okay. But yeah, Fungi was a little surprised, thinking that an assault cannon was, the Astartes grade version of the assault cannon, it seems. But I explained that it's just a minigun, which in real life, no human being has ever successfully fired a minigun standing up without it, being on a pintle mount or something attached to a car or a battlement. They apparently
but I've seen pictures of soldiers wielding them. I've not seen them
while they're firing them.
I've seen them wielding them with harnesses, so it's meant to be carried.
Most of those photos, as I understand it, were in response to I don't know how true this story is, but the story goes that after seeing it in Predator, a bunch of soldiers thought to themselves, I should try doing that. And learned rather swiftly that, no, you shouldn't try doing that. But some still post for photos carrying the minigun that way.
Hey, I know nothing. Just get on with the game.
Yeah. I mean, Jess could probably confirm or deny if this story is true or not. She's the more knowledgeable of them subjects. But Frosty, I need you to roll D100 to see if you're confirming your righteous theories.
He keeps on hiccuping in and out of Skype and map tools.
Hello, testing 27.
He's trying to reconnect to map tool Skype again.
Oh, I thought you said I was.
No, it's Frosty. He's having some really bad hiccup issues right now.
Ow! Punched myself in the ear.
Speaking of all that minigun talk, did they ever prove or disprove that bulldozer The bulldozer.
Bulldozer of Fallujah.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah. Did they ever disprove that guy?
No idea. As far as I'm aware, I just looked for the guy holding a 50 cal. I imagine that if a guy were to shoot a 50 cal from standing, if he could control the recoil, there's no way he's going to be doing anything than painting this guy.
I guess we can confirm that these guys are quite dead because with the lowest number being a 20, the fact that there's so many of them and so many bullets, I'm going to say between the grenade and this, at best there's a person groaning on the ground begging for the sweet release of death. But for all intents and purposes, these guys are out of the fight. So while we wait for Frosty to... Oh, is that... Are you in, Frosty? Giggity giggity. Question is never to ask during sex. There we go. Wrong. Map tools went haywire. Well, that's what you get for being Finnish. I imagine we're still recording.
Yep.
Apologies to any other Finnish people, but we tease Frosty for being Finnish because, well, he's Frosty. And he talks about how crazy them Finnish people are. Oh, he's here. Awesome. Okay. So give me your D100 for confirmation. I say D10 or D100?
You said 100.
Okay. Yay.
That's
okay. And now 3 more D10s.
They're already dead.
1 more D10. Okay. So, burping out the bullets, somebody's been drinking too much, and as I said, even if they're not dead, they are out of the fight for all intents and purposes. Frosty just laid waste, or sorry, not Frosty, Vern laid waste to them with just 20 rounds of really big caliber bullets. Krios.
Well, fuck. That was my plan.
You killed the last 4. Poor Ariane. Ariane was like aiming. Okay, Sergeant's gone, aiming. Oh, come on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wanted to kill someone. Killing the heretic. Yeah. I'm gonna. How far can I go in a turn?
You're really slow. So if you're running, you can go 12 meters.
I'm gonna walk then, and I'll ready in action.
Well, technically, that's a run action because just walking is 4 meters for you.
Oh.
You are sluggish as fuck.
Oh no, I thought, probably foolishly, that halving it would be the thing to do, but I was wrong.
Yeah, the increments are your agility bonus, so 2 for you for a half move, twice that for a full move, so 4. 4 times that for a charge, so 8, and then 6 times that for a run, and 12 times that for a sprint. But Frosty disconnected again. Anyway, Krios moves a little bit. Alexandra, give me another awareness, please.
Okay.
You heard from your right in this dark room. Steady, men, steady.
How does blind fire work in this game?
-20 to your roll.
Oh, good thing I'm using a flamer.
Oh, right, yeah. Flamers do not have any sort of blind fire penalty. You just engulf whatever you're pointing at in flame.
Yeah, so get right next to the corner right there, and then just go whoosh.
Okay. As you light up the room, you see... Wait, that one wouldn't be visible. Just these ones are. There you go. They were all pointing their las guns at you.
Oh, well, sadly for them.
So, the nature of the flamer is that you roll damage, and a 9 is a jam, which is bad news. But it has been blessed, so I'm going to say you have to roll another D10, and if you get another 9, then it's confirmed jam.
Okay, it's D10 plus 6 because of Mighty Shot. That's not too
The worst possible roll.
But it's not a 9.
Yes, fair enough. And there is penetration. And then again, they're flak armor. I'm sure they're not too happy right now. And I'm just going to do 2 agility rolls. No, you know what? 3. I'm going to cut them in half, and also 1 for the sergeant. So Sarge agility and first half agility and second half agility. We have a lot of people on fire, but they're not loving it. So give me another 3d10 basically, and this will be assigned Sarge. First half, second half for fire damage.
Okay.
And now your sanctified flamer has one last burst of flame left in it before you have to. Well, again, did you want to change out your load?
I was just gonna. It's a 3-round weapon, and I had 2 rounds left, so I'm not gonna change it.
Okay.
Because of one shot.
Good. Whoosh, flamey, it burns. Oh, fucking Nurgle, damn it, shouts one.
I bet that kind of screws up their aiming.
Well, that and you moved basically to be better in cover from them, as I understand it. So, Talia, Peak. Did I spell Peak, or is that how you spell Peak? Okay, I always screw this up. Double E is eyes, EA is top of mountain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's dark in there.
Sorry. IQUE is like grabbing your interest.
Interest. Yes. Yeah, that one I know. Ariane, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Ariane will follow this person over here.
She's not going to bother learning your names. They're all just meat shields to her.
Alexandra.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to remove that. Full aim is no longer in effect.
Yeah. So if I move 13 meters, then that's my turn, I think.
Yeah, though, feel free to communicate or, ask who did you just flame or anything you need to do within 5 seconds worth of dialogue.
Ariane's just going to say, how many are there?
You want to respond to that, Bobob?
I didn't really take a look. I just kind of went to the corner and just fired around it without paying much attention.
Yeah. Remember, it's only like a few seconds worth of dialogue, so remember to keep it snappy.
I didn't count, but there's a couple on fire from the screaming.
Haley's turn?
I'm gonna come out here to check and see they're dead. So
still no one's given orders to Grace.
Move there.
Run right up to the corpses, delightful.
Oh, they're dead.
And then, Vern just said, oh, another enemy, light a fire. Oh, wait.
And then, just in my turn, I'll draw a single Hecutor pistol.
I thought you had quick draw.
Yeah.
And I thought you already had both pistols ready.
No, I pulled out a grenade, remember?
Oh, right. Okay, so now you've got your pistols ready. Okay. And, oh god, it burns. And they are not able to put themselves out. The damage check will happen on Alexandra's turn. Grace is starting to get a little frustrated. And, let's see. She just says, what are my orders? Kieran.
Can I make an awareness roll?
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Can I use my held action to reply to her?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, dialogue, as long as it's within 5 seconds, just bim, bam, boom, free to happen on anyone's turn unless I specifically say, sorry, you're at your threshold for talking.
Where is she at the moment?
She's like right next to you, just 10 feet, not even 10 feet away.
Oh yes, there she is. I'm going to say stick with Talia and Shelby and secure the area.
Understood. Thank you.
Oh, that's 6 degrees of success on my awareness roll.
Okay. So in this office, there is basically another smaller stained glass window on this wall. There is a assortment of bookshelves, statuettes, little minuets, some dead plants and houseplants, basically. The engraving on the desk does state that this is the office of the High Governor. Feel free to make up whatever fucking name you want, because the guy's been long dead. Not that you know that, but you do spot, however, in the reflection of one of the vanity mirrors behind the desk, that there is a safe under the desk. And it is presently closed, but you'd have to go around to the other side of the desk to get a closer look.
Okay, so Kieran will start to walk and pull down her hood and take a look.
Sorry, I'm getting a lot of reverb. You said she walks around and what? Sorry?
Takes a look at what's underneath the table.
Okay. So you're gonna you have sleight of hand and security, I believe. So let me just double check that. Yep, you do. So give me a quick roll with a DC of 48.
Just a D100?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Well, you haven't seen this particular model of safe before, but you feel confident it's probably pretty similar to some that you trained with back with your mentor.
Okay. I assume I can't do anything with it now.
Okay. Shelby.
Well, am I right? I took a whole move action. I don't think I can...
Yep, that's right. You started to inspect it, and you moved around, so... Okay, so you're traditionally opening the door by grabbing the handle and pulling the knob kind of thing. It is locked. Now, when it comes to telekinesis, that's basically you're doing the sledgehammer of force. Okay. Specifically to the lock. Okay. And yes, I thought we talked about last week about doing the rolls nice and quick. But, none for him, nor is spelled none. Say nom, it's spelled nom. 39. That doesn't fucking matter. A natural decay. All plants within 3d10 meters of the cycle wither and die. Right, because that didn't already happen. Yes, well, Haley is not within 5 meters right now, so. No, delicate flower, ba-doom-ching. Now, yes, you slam into that door with force energy, and you realize it's actually got force energy of its own repelling yours. This door isn't just locked with a physical lock. It seems to be locked down with power. Knocking, I'd say, counts basically as a free action, and telekinesis is a half action anyway, so yes. Knock, knock, knock. How many knocks is she doing? Oh, yes, indeed. How very customary indeed. So yes, Shelby knocks on the Nurgle door 3 times. And he's very much still on fire, but he doesn't care because he's a sergeant. Burn. Alexandra did say, I lit some candles for you. Now, here's the thing. If you won't be able to fire in the same turn that you move 180 because you don't, with that much of sheer will, I'd say you'd have to roll toughness at -20 not to fall over. Not only that, you would be firing into an area that includes Ariane and Alexandra presently.
To get out of the way. Preemptively roll dodge.
Well, he hasn't started pulling the trigger yet, so we'll see.
You do realize it's my Inquisitor we're getting, right?
Yeah, so you're expendable. I mean, what?
Carnodon to the face.
You're saying you want to purge Inquisitor Vidar. I don't think that's your mission right now, Shelby. I think your mission right now is...
Hey, Shelby. Don't call someone a heretic just because they have different sexual tastes than you do.
Still, I think we're waiting for Frosty's decision on what Vern is doing. And oh god, this has gone past the half hour I said it would. So after the Traitor Guardsman turn, we'll be calling it a night and resuming this. Well, see, that's the problem about next week. It's the 18th, right? I'm not 100% sure if I'm around.
Okay.
All right, so Verna's saying that in character, Frosty? Okay, so use quotation marks when it's in character. But that's for next time. For now, Krios. And Sunday depends on Demidan, Jess.
Can I draw on a sight to that traitor sergeant?
Absolutely. He's got partial cover, but you can get line of sight on him. However, I'm also going to say if you flub this within 10 degrees of a critical failure, so 86 to 95, you'll graze Vern.
Frosty, I'll let you make the call. Do I shoot or do I move first?
If he shoots now, he gets an aim, which will improve his odds substantially.
Indeed. Frosty doesn't appear to be saying anything. I shoot not of the time and shoot.
So you get plus 30 in this context, and just to confirm that the traitor guard's left side of his body is presently in cover. So any hit that would hit left leg, left arm, or what I rule to be left side of the torso or groin, they'll hit cover instead. However, your penetration on that gun is monstrous, so there's a good chance you'll just punch right through his cover anyway. But there will be damage reduction. Yes, that is definitely Gadget Henry, and a 17 will hit in the wonderful... Ooh.
Is that body, or is it like...
It's body right above the groin. Since you're looking at his back, I'm going to say that hits his right kidney.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah. And what was the ludicrous damage on your Henry again? I really got to remember, write this down sometime. However, we did give it the accurate quality with your customization, and that is more than 3 degrees of success. And I did house rule that heavy weapons get up to 3d10 bonus damage. 8d10 plus 10 energy.
Oh man, this is going to be hard to put out.
You don't have mighty shot, do you? No, you don't. Good. Okay. I feel like that extra 2 damage is going to do much, but...
So, 8d10 plus 10.
Remember, it's 1d10 plus 1d10.
I know. Ooh.
Roll to confirm.
Is that a d10 or is that a to hit again?
There's a 10 in the middle, so 1d100. Sorry. Yeah, 1d100 to confirm. If so, then another d10.
Nope.
And, well, with your aim, I said it was a plus 30, so no. You're right, that's a no. But still, 59, hitting the cover. This is, where's the cover chart? That's on like page 200? Yes, indeed. Okay, 199. It's Rockcrete, so yeah, he's fucked anyway. And his armor is, well, what's your pen again?
8?
Yeah, I think it's something obscene like that, isn't it?
Let me
10. It's 10.
Even better.
Yeah. Fucking ludicrous son of a bitch. And let's see, range is 300 meters, so obviously you're in short range.
Is the range already 300?
Only 300? That's increments. So medium range is up to 600. Long range is up to 900, etc. I'm just, oh God, this guy is so fucking sad. Yeah, it's his toughness. I mean, yeah, he bluffs by Nurgle and all, but even I know I said that you hit his kidney, but the area immediately around the kidney is also missing, as he was already engulfed in flame. He was whatever. At this point, he's turning to cinders in seconds. These men are, they were given the order to, what was it I said? Pull yourselves together and open fire. And a few seconds after he says that, he's literally falling apart. His men aren't going to be much too insensitized. That's the freaking word. Anyway,
there's a weapon in the Horus Heresy rulebooks that Spacians get access to called Volkite weaponry. Basically, it's like fire guns, but like long range. And they have a special rule called Conflagrate. Sorry, Deflagrate. That's it, Deflagrate. Where every unsaved wound you cause is another instant hit. I'd like to think he just deflagrated. The word sounds cool.
Okay.
He also, since he's serving Nergal, isn't it kind of fitting that he's really falling apart?
Oh, well, usually it would be, falling apart from decay, not falling apart from a sudden burst of Emperor purified Laz energy.
No one has to know that.
Okay,
Alexandra's turn.
One more blind fire before I get out of Vern's way, because I don't want to be in the middle of his business.
Okay. So, blah, goes the flamer.
D10 plus 6. Not much anyway, but better than last time.
Okay. And then you'd want to move 3 tiers.
Yeah, so...
You can move through allies in this game unless the ally declares they're impeding your movement. So, Ariane, are you going to impede Alexandra's movement?
No, sir.
Okay. I think I'm good enough to be out of his business range.
Okay. Now I'd like you to roll 4d10, please, because these guys were on fire, and you just added more fire, so they are very burning. And these are separate d10s, not that it's significant, but burn an 8, just like Frogger does. Talia will look to Shelby and say, did you just use Psychic? It didn't open? That's either a really tough door or, well, you're not too distracted, are you? Okay. And Ariane.
Yes.
Oh, and Talia readies her weapon. Sorry, Ariane.
Ariane will move because that's the good thing to do. She will move over
that way. Okay.
Yes. Because these doors are the ones that lead to the High Governor's office.
Okay, and which direction will she... Well, actually, you guys are in... Like, you guys actually came in through the actual office. The other side is the reception area.
Ah. Well, still.
Yeah.
We're looking for radar.
Yes. But which direction are you facing when you move to this location?
She will keep an eye out behind her towards the Trader Guardsmen and stuff.
Okay, give me an awareness roll. You see lots of flamey bits of people flailing.
I wonder if that's worth a fate point.
Well, let me put it this way. Since there's a chance that combat will immediately continue next session. If it does, I'm only restoring half fate for everyone. If, however, you guys manage to get to a stopping point, next session, when we resume, we're most likely going to be in combat. I'll restore half your fate. Once that combat is over, I'll restore the other half.
Okay. I will use my fate, I believe. Because I don't like being taken off guard.
Okay.
Much better.
Much better. You will see that there is indeed one sergeant still alive in there, holding cover against the door. You can barely see him, but you know he's there.
Okay. Ariane will then helpfully shout out, there's a sergeant hiding behind the wall.
Okay. And Haley.
Did Vernon's bullets do any damage to this door?
The walls, yes. The door, no. Krios's last weapon did burn a hole that you can see closing before your eyes.
Oh, fuck these doors. Mission first. Head over here.
Okay, which direction are you facing?
To this way.
Alright, well these doors are shut presently. They're great big wooden doors with iron bar decorations kind of on them. There is some rot on them, but not enough to see through them.
Okay. I'll just end my turn here, so I'll hold the rest of my turn so I can like burst through with Ariane when we next get the chance.
Okay. And finally, the traitor guardsmen who are on fire. They were told to pull it together by a man who just got split in half, but they follow their orders. Their target is now missing, however, so most of them say, fuck this shit, moving out of line of fire, and stop, drop, and roll. And neither group is successful. Oh, wait, nope, my mistake. One half of them is no longer on fire. And I will say that's where we shall call it a night for tonight. And sure, blame them. Vern, it's not like they're going anywhere in that room. But thank you all for coming in tonight and playing. You bypassed actually quite a few threats that would potentially have really fucked you guys over, so bravo on that. What's this, Shelby? Or Jeff? I'm not saying. Blew up. You're never gonna know. The whole tower is going to be destroyed soon. It's not like you're even going to have a chance to go downstairs again, rifle through the notes, and try and find out what it was. It's just going to have to haunt you for the rest of your lives. Well, let me put it this way. There's a chance it would have been a weapon that would have made this whole encounter that much easier. You know, maybe even potentially an anti-demon weapon of some sort. Alternatively, it could have been exactly what Bungie said it might have been, an artificial child, which, yes, would be very much some potentially illegal archaeotech. But honestly, what good would a artificial child provide you on a mission like this?
Distraction.
Krios would never allow you to send a artificial child into this cesspit as a distraction, would you, Krios?
Probably not.
I'm not sure what you just said.
Probably not.
Oh, probably not. Okay, I thought you said not the blue hot, or I don't know. Anyway.
The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was so confused. Joe, are you done recording yet?
Yep.